Carter, you don't remember Jimmy Carter. He's the latest critic of President Obama, claiming that Obama waited too long to address the terror threat posed by ISIS. And I think that's funny because they said the same thing about him. That he waited too long before he took any action, and so what is this?
So to me, I know we talked earlier this week about Leon Panetta, who is President Obama's former defense secretary,
right.
Came and offered very similar criticism. What's so remarkable to me about Jimmy Carter criticizing President Obama is that if you look throughout American history, there's no one on the ideological spectrum more closely aligned with President Obama's foreign policy, which he's made it an asset to be much more restrained. I mean, I think people that are his supporters like that about him. They were tired of an aggressive foreign policy. But for Jimmy Carter now to come out and say it's not enough, and to me, I mean, you could take the Carter quotes and say who said this, and they could have come from any Republican. Talking about his Middle East policy, it changes from time to time. I noticed two of his secretaries of defense were very critical of the lack of positive action. This has been the Republican critique for 6 years, and to now hear it come from Democrats is stunning to me.
Right. You know, I have my issues with how the president has handled this situation, and I wish he would have acted sooner and stronger. But also, what I have a problem is that our country here, we are doing better. We are doing better, and that's just a fact, you know. And in regards to the increase of jobs, the economy is getting better, and we're not putting that out front. And
I don't
disagree
disagree with you. What's so stunning about that is that Democrats, despite the fact we've added jobs for 55 months in a row, we've added jobs. Unemployment's now, I think, just under 6%. No Democrat wants to see Obama at a single campaign event, and he's helped make that improvement. So it's a political reality, and listen, there's nothing about being president that's fair, and there's not much about the job that's particularly fun, no matter your party. And no one was more harsh President Bush received incredibly harsh criticism, but when it comes from your own party, it's stunning to me, just as an observer of politics.
And Bush won't criticize Obama.
Ever.
No.
Yeah. So put it this way, Carter has been harsher on Obama than George W. Bush ever has been or would be.
And I think Jimmy Carter is an outlier in many ways. He's not just a Democrat. I think he is a man of peace.
You love him, right?
He is my favorite president ever, and I think probably the most pious human being I've ever met in my life, and I have tremendous respect, admiration for him and his wife.
Well, he's okay.